A very easy recipe for beef and potatoes coming up right now, so stay tuned on Ifnatcancook. I've taken 4 potatoes with its skin on, halved it, and if it was a larger potato then I've cut it into 3 pieces and I'm boiling it in salted water. 200 grams of undercut beef pieces that I've cut against the grain, some rosemary and some garlic. Okay, I've taken this beef and I've pat dried it with a kitchen towel. I'm going to season this on both sides with salt and cracked black pepper. I have my handheld grill ready. It's on the fire. I'm going to wait for this to melt. Always add a little olive oil so that the butter doesn't burn. On high fire, add the garlic, the rosemary, flip the side. Make sure it gets a good butter bath. About 2 to 3 minutes each side. Don't overcook this, guys. This is only undercut meat, no other piece. I'm going to take this off the fire. Okay, we're going to let this rest. I'm going to be using this soon, but in another wok or frying pan, just melt about 2 tablespoons of butter. Add 2 tablespoons of flour. Mix this well. Do not let it burn. You have to toast it. Once it's toasted, only then am I going to make a kind of a white sauce. And while that's happening, I'm going to deglaze this pan with milk. That's nicely browned, and I'm just going to add the milk and the stock into this with the garlic and rosemary. I'm going to add a little more milk. I'm going to add about 1.5 cups. That should be enough. Okay, whisk this around, and if it gets thicker, then you add a little more. Next up is Dijon mustard, just 1/2 teaspoon, and beef stock cubes. You can use chicken stock cubes too. Okay, so as you can see, this is thickened up. I'm just mixing in the stock. I'm going to add some water to this. It's on fire, very little water. This is what you have to do. If it thickens up, you add water and slow fire, you beat it, whisk it. I'm going to add some parmesan to this. I'm going to slice these pieces of undercut beef. Add the beef into the mix. With the juices, add the potatoes in. A sprinkle of garlic powder into that and let that come to a small boil. Check for salt. This is really yummy, I've tried it. Okay, time to serve this. And so I've sprinkled a little bit of crushed red chilies. There is rosemary there and some spring onions. This is a really delicious beef and potato in white sauce. If you want to learn how to make this easy potatoes and beef in a white creamy sauce with a lot of cheese, all you have to do is follow me on Ifnatcancook. And the cheese I've used is actually Parmesan.